Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Spiritual Message of Islam by Khwaja Habibullah Shah Alaihi Rahma. Chapter 2, Section 4. Obedience to Murshid. Let not the marifat of Allah be revealed to those murids, disciples, whose faculty of understanding is poor. It has to be revealed to the murids who distinguish wahdat, that is oneness, from kasrat, multiplicity, and that too through the guidance of Pir Kamil or Waliyul Kamil. The guide will explain to the murids wahdat and kasrat, oneness and multiplicity. Then the mystery will be solved. It is a greater task of the spiritual guide to enlighten the disciple with wahdat and kasrat. If the language of the Urufa, the Gnostics, is not clear, let the Salik, the traveler in the path of Allah, who is not able to reach the heights of tasawwuf, the gnosis, shed his superiority complex away and approach a guide who is proficient to teach him in his line of knowledge. Let him not, with his lack of understanding and shallowness, find fault with people of great eminence who have attained Allah. Let him not, with his lack of understanding and shallowness, find fault with people of great eminence who have attained Allah. The knowledge of Allah is obtained by faithfully following the Murshid, who will clear all his doubts and will help him in all activities and mold his character. As a result of this, the Murid will travel in the right path and receive tajalliyat, illuminations. His whole time should be spent in the meditation of Allah in the presence of his Murshid. Sufis have composed the Murid to an egg which has to be kept in the warmth of the hen until it gives out chicken. So also a Murid, when he gets the necessary warmth or guidance from the Murshid, he reaches wilayat, sainthood. Constant touch with the Murshid is therefore necessary to achieve the love of God. In Jamiul Usul, it is stated, فَلَا يَنْبَغِي لَهُ أَن يَنْقَطِعَ عَنِ الشَّيْخِ حَتَّى يَسْتَغْنِي عَنْهُ بِالْوُصُولِ إِلَى رَبِّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ. So long as the Murid has not attained Allah, he should not cut away from the Shaykh. Those who aspire for the divine knowledge with all sincerity have to act according to the instruction of the Murshid Kamil and should show implicit obedience to him and follow the footstep of the Murshid like a blind man, whatever may be the difficulties, and listen to his instructions. Unless and until the heart of the Murid is firmly linked with the heart of the Murshid, the illumination of Allah will be kept away from his grasp. The Pir shapes the hearts of the Murid and infuses blessings in him. When he establishes the link with his Murshid, the magnetic and magnificent attraction takes place, and the love of Allah is infused into the Murid from the head to toe. This is called Ishq-e Haqiqi, true love of Allah. This firm connection with true love for the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam makes the Murid intoxicated with the love of Allah. When a Murid has connection with a certain Murshid Kamil or a perfect guide and cuts off his link with him during his lifetime and seeks another guide, it is a greater sin. To refute one Murshid is the same as refusing all the Murshids. If, on the other hand, without breaking his connection with his existing guide, he seeks clarification of his doubts from any other Shaykh of reputation, no harm is done, as he keeps up the good link and also clears his doubts in his pursuit of Allah. Considering the question in general, Whether one is permitted to break one's connection and allegiance to a murshid after having chosen him as one's murshid, we may say that it is even desirable under certain circumstances. In such cases, it will not be treated as neglect of the murid or murshid or any change of heart on the part of the murid. If the murid has reason to believe that the guide he has chosen is a shallow man without sufficient mystic experience and as such unfit to guide him, then he is entitled to keep clear of this guide who is inefficient and unworthy for following. It will be even dangerous for him to continue this relationship or the link with the one who is incapable of infusing the illumination in his heart. Thus, this has been well explained in the book Mizanul Aqaid by Hazrat Qurbe Veluri. It is just like a girl married to an impotent husband asking for a divorce. That will be perfectly right. The wise course for the murid is to shift his moorings at once and seek a real sheikh, a kamil wali, capable of imparting knowledge of Allah in him and lifting him to a higher plane of spiritual enlightenment.